Alright, you're welcome back. Apologies for the delay. We had technical issues, but we're back now and we're ready to go. Anyways, my name is Rose Blossom, and you can watch this program live at Galaxy TV News on our YouTube channels. And of course, you can be part of the show by commenting below, the comment sections. And of course, if you have questions, we are here for you. Okay, today we are discussing how women can balance the home front with whatever business, whatever career they're working with. And of course, most of the things we say on the program is no matter the woman you are, yes, you could be even a housewife, but you still have to have something by the side because of the economy just to support the family. So one thing we're trying to do today is to make sure you can balance your career, your business, being a housewife, or whatever you're doing with your home front. And of course, we have an amazing guest that will be doing that for us. But as usual, before I introduce my guest, she is one of a kind, I must say. It's good to have her. But before I introduce my guest, let's quickly take a tip, and this tip is just to help you advance your career. If you're someone you're into career, you want to start a business, you want to do better, you want to be better than you were yesterday or last year. Of course, it's still the new year is still quite fresh. 2025 is quite fresh. So if you want to have an advancement in your career, this tip is just for you. So let's quickly listen to the tips, and we'll be right back to introduce our guest. And of course, we'll be talking about how to balance your career, being an entrepreneur, being a housewife, a full-time housewife, trust me, and of course, with your home front. We'll be right back to continue the program. Stay with us.
Tips in navigating career transition. A career change can feel like stepping into the unknown. You might worry that your risk won't pay off. You will have to start from scratch, or employers won't take you seriously. But navigating a career transition can feel overwhelming, risky, and uncertain. But a successful career change can open exciting new opportunities and reignite your passion for your work. Ways to help navigate a career shift includes understanding why you want to change, assessing your skills, upskilling family or informally, making a clear game plan, seeking guidance and support, and looking for employers who take a skills-based approach to hiring. Here are tips to help you navigate. Number 1. Understand your why. When considering making a career change, you must understand why you want to do it. This helps you develop a clear plan and focus on new opportunities that align with your professional goals and values. People change careers for various reasons, including when they are returning to work after having a child or accommodating other changes in life circumstances, such as moving to a new country, or suffering from burnout and fatigue in their current role, or feeling their current role doesn't align with their values or passion, or wanting to earn more money. Knowing why you're leaving your current role and industry helps you identify your motivations when looking for a new role. Number 2. Zero in your new career. Once you know your motivations, picking a new career might be easy. But what happens if you know you want to change careers, but you are unsure what to switch to? In this case, it's helpful to take some time to explore your options. Reflect on your interests outside of work and what you do well. Consider asking questions like, what other industries, roles have you always been interested in? What type of work do you prefer? For example, short-term contracts or permanent full-time positions? How do you prefer to work? Are you looking for a remote job, a hybrid role with flexible hours, or something else? Your answers may help you zero in on the industry, role, or even company you're most interested in. Number 3. Take stock of your current skill set. Once you know what you want to do next, you must figure out how to make the transition. An excellent way to do this is figure out the gap between the skills you have and the skills you need. This exercise helps you understand your transferable skills and the gaps you must address before making your career change. Start by listing your skills based on your work experiences to date, including hard and soft skills. Then, identify the skills needed for your new career. Number 4, upgrade your skill set. Assessing your current skill set also highlights the skills you need to develop before moving into a new industry and role. Once you know this, you can figure out what training or what experience you need and set professional development goals to gain the skills and knowledge you need. For instance, you could take a short online course or local college class. Other career transitions require more formal education, like a master's degree, but not all jobs require degrees or formal education, and there are other ways to gain the knowledge you need. Number 5, deep dive into your new industry. It pays to speak to as many people as possible about your new direction. This helps you build a picture of the skills, qualifications, and experience employers in the industry look for. It's also an excellent way to get information about practical consideration like salary expectations and working conditions. Reaching out to others in the industry also help you build a new professional network through which you might hear about new job opportunities. Number 6, make a realistic game plan. Career transitions usually don't happen overnight. They require detailed planning to ensure the transition is smooth and successful. When putting together next steps, think about the time it will take to upskill or gain the necessary experience, your contractual obligations to your current role, including notice periods and how this will impact when and where you apply for new roles, your financial situations and how to manage this during the transition, your personal circumstances, including family obligations and how they will impact the types of job you apply for, the possibilities of relocation, and more. And lastly, number 7, seek guidance and mentoring. Many people understand how difficult it can be to break into a new industry and are happy to help if you ask them. Use your informal and formal professional networks to contact people for your advice and guidance on navigating the change. Finding a mentor in your new field is beneficial. They can be an excellent sounding board for your decision to change careers and any challenges that arise during this process.
All right, you're welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner. And yes, that is one of the most amazing tips you can use to advance your career. Like I said, we are discussing balancing career with the home front. Okay, information coming to us is Mercy Shola is quite having a difficulty to connect with us. She connected earlier on, but network is trying not to be our friend today. But if we have Mercy Shola, of course, Mercy Shola is a life and family coach. She is the founder of Parenting Hub. She's also a consultant. She is a writer. She is a speaker and author, and also she also is a women empowerment advocate. If we have her connected already, can we have her on the screen? So we have a lot of questions for her, because as an entrepreneur that she is, and of course as a founder of an amazing hub where parents and children can connect them with themselves properly, and still being a writer and author and still being a career woman and having a home front all settled is a very big deal, and a story we would like to hear, and of course share information on how every woman can achieve that. If we have Mercy on the ready for us, please can we have her join us for the interview? Okay, I think we're still trying to get Mercy to join us. So while we're still getting to have that, let's quickly go for dealing. Okay, let's not take that one, since we've not discussed yet on how to, get our career on track and at the same time still be able to maintain the home front. Let's quickly go for navigating our career transition. This is ways you can actually, some persons are career women, and because they got married, they decided to, okay, I want to put my career on hold. I want to be a housewife and an entrepreneur. And some persons are entrepreneurs before, but right now they want to start their career after maybe giving birth to all children, they want to give birth and they're like, okay, let me continue my education and my career. So yes, this is one of the best ways you can navigate your career transition from one point to another, either linear or non-linear, all as the career advancement. So let's quickly go check how to navigate a career transition, of course, an advancement. I'll be right back to the studio. Hopefully by then we'll have Mercy Ishola join us and we'll start our questions and answers. Stay with us, don't go nowhere. It's the Women's Corner. I'll be right back.
Tips on career advancement, determining your career goals. Before you work towards career advancement, it will be important to know what type of career advancement aligns with your wants and needs. This way, you can make sure you're working towards an end state that fits your desired lifestyle. In determining your career goals, you can create guideposts for yourself as you work towards progress. Keep in mind that career goals, like most goals, tend to be cyclical. In achieving one goal, you may come to recognize a new goal. Remember to keep checking in with yourself as you reach new milestone. Planning your career advancement. Once you have clarity on your goals, you'll be more prepared to map your path towards achieving them. In this stage of your career advancement journey, you may find it helpful to compare your current state to your ideal future state. Read job listings for positions or companies you'd like to work for and talk to people currently doing the work you hope to do. Take note of your current skill gaps or discrepancies, as these will likely be areas that you can focus on building and reinforcing to prepare for the upcoming growth stage. Working towards career growth. This next stage is when you really start engaging with your goals and working in a way that demonstrates your preparedness to advance. As you work towards growth, you may expand and hone your skill, earn a new credential, take on a project, or seek networking opportunities. Depending on your goal and your relationship with your current manager, this may be a good time to talk about your desire for advancement. Knowing what you're working towards, your manager may help you find growth opportunities within your current role scope or offer advice on what you can do to qualify for advancement within your company or field. Pursuing advancement opportunities. Oftentimes, it's not enough to work towards growth. You need to ask for results you want to achieve. Actively pursuing advancement opportunities signals to the people with the power to make decisions about your career progress that you're interested and ready to move into the next phase of your career. Whether you're demonstrating your preparedness to your manager, another department lead, or hiring manager, you will likely need to seek out and offer proof of your growth and effectiveness before you're given the opportunities. During this time, keep an eye on internal and external job openings, apply for jobs, stay in touch with key contacts, maintain an updated resume and cover letter, and prepare for interviews. Overcoming growth obstacles. Career advancement takes time and effort, and progress isn't always linear. Since certain aspects of your advancement aren't entirely in your control, you may need to overcome some obstacles or shift your plans along the way. During these times, you may want to seek additional sources of motivation guided by self-improvement or an expert, such as a mentor, career coach, or career counselor. Find a mentor. A mentor is someone who has a profound knowledge about your field and has successfully passed through all the stages of advancement in your career. It is preferable to select a mentor in your industry, but not compulsory. Choose a mentor who listens to you and provides the essential advice to you to advance your career.
All right, you're welcome back. You're still watching Women's Corner, and of course that is navigating career transition. Our guest is pretty ready for us. Okay, can we have Mercy Ishola on the screen? Thank you very much. Good morning, Mercy. Good morning, Ma. How you doing this morning?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, so let's get cracking already because our time is, far spent due to the network issues. So my first question is, of course, a lot of people are trying to really balance the home front with a career and all of that. But I would have want to start with the very first question, but let me go a little bit deeper. And my question is, most women get burned out. They get tired. They get exhausted, having to, pursue the career, and at the same time being able to take care of the family, being able to maintain that home front. Now, when a woman feels burned out, or she feels like she's juggling between both the responsibilities at home and the responsibilities at work, how do you think she can get out of it, like overcome that burnt out period or burnt out season? And also, for those who have not yet gotten to the point where they are burnt out, they are tired, they feel like just giving up or running away from both the job and both the house, how do you think that a woman can avoid being burned out? So there are two questions in one. How can a woman avoid being burned out? And how can a woman who is already burned out, who feels like she's juggling between too many things and she's tired already, how can she maintain calmness and be able to, do those two things responsibly and, well balanced?
Okay, thank you for the question. So let me say, women, we do a lot. I want to start from there. We do a lot. Okay, so a woman is a wife, is a mother, daughter-in-law, is still working. Okay, whatever career you've chosen to do or whatever you're doing a lot. So when you are tired, let me use that word because we all get to that point when we are overwhelmed with a lot. You have deadlines to meet up at work. You have targets you're working to meet, and then you are still working as a wife and mother at home. Okay, so when you get to the point that you're tired, there is no two things to do than to retreat. There is nothing wrong in retreating. I keep saying that. Know when you are tired. In fact, I always say, listen to your body. Listen to your body. When you know you're tired and you can't take another step again, then what do? Take a break. Do you know we can actually take a break? So most of the time, why we do all of this is because we feel if we are not there, things will not be done the way it should be. Okay, so that's most of the time we want to be everywhere, we want to do everything, and we want to please everybody. So I always say that when you are not there, that thing will still be done. I want you to have that at the back of your mind, because it's because you are alive. That is why you can do many things at a time. I always have issues with this kind of picture where you see women having many hands and doing a lot at a time. I don't know if you have seen a picture like that before. A mother is cooking, she's attending to the baby, she's doing assignment. And I asked, where is the father? That's the question most of the time. Why should I do all of this at a time? As much as we want to, we always say women are, how do I put it? We know how to multitask. We should listen to our body, and we should know when to stop. So when you know you cannot take a step further, please take a break. Nobody will die. Nobody will die. We'll be fine. The children will be fine. Your husband will be fine. And then that work will be fine. Because if you're not there, it will be done. Okay? So I want you to listen to your body and then learn to take a break. Then set boundaries. Set boundaries. Know how to separate your career from the home front. Okay, some of us will still take office work home. Okay, learn to. Someone was telling me last week that she's learning to be a lazy girl, and I think it's not bad. Sometimes you just want to be lazy for yourself, because if you are no longer there, these things will be done. I keep telling myself that. And that is what I'm saying to women that are tired. You're tired, take a break. Nothing will go spoiled. And then if you are not tired yet, now this is like I said, learn to set boundaries. Learn to separate your career from the home front. Then learn to delegate and outsource. In fact, I really want to talk on that. Women need to learn to delegate. For women with children, from, can I say, age 3, normalize engaging your children in house chores. Please do, because you cannot do everything. You cannot do everything. You need yourself. You need to be alive to be able to do the things you want to do, like I said before. So learn to delegate. If your children are matured, all right, teach them on how to do these things. And I will keep saying, whenever I'm talking to parents, I ask a question: why do you want to do everything? Don't you want to enjoy your life? Or do you want to die? That's my slogan most of the time. I would tell you, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And that is why I keep engaging my children in house chores. So you can also engage your children. You can outsource. If you have the power to get an housemaid, please get one. Don't listen to, I know there are bad housemaids, but we have good ones. And you can get good ones. You may not necessarily get somebody that stay in your house. You can get someone that will come maybe once a week or twice a week. No, I'm just being practical now, and can come to the house and help you out to do the things that you cannot do due to a lot of things that you are doing. So learn to delegate and learn to outsource. It's very good. And I speak about listening to your body. So even if you're not there, if you're not tired yet, you should also pay attention to your health. It's important. When you have headache that is not going away, then you should know that there is a problem. When you keep having the reoccurrence of headache day in, day out, you should know that it is really time to take a break and to pay attention to yourself. And lastly, I would say, make use of technology. Please, we are in the 21st century. A lot of things are changing. You don't need to die before you get things done. I'm sorry for using that word, but sincerely, we've had a lot of cases of women. You will just say she was working, she slumped, and that was the end. Okay, because we do a lot. So you can use technology. Get the things you can use in the kitchen that will make your work easier. Okay, I know most of the things can be expensive, but you can save up. You can save up to get some things. Okay, you don't have to wait when you're boiling rice, the rice is going to get done. I'm not sure we have women that are still doing that. But if we have, it is time for you to upgrade and then use technology so that your work will be easier and you can enjoy life as well. Thank you. I hope I answered that questions. Those questions, right?
Thank you very much. That was amazing. You actually went straight to the point. And the most important thing is that I picked out from this response is that when you are not there, that work will surely get done, and which is very, very true. In any area, home front, your career, trust me, if you break down tomorrow and you have to be at the hospital, somebody else will take up that job. There is nothing like your, how do you put it, your irreplaceable. There's someone there who's going to replace you, so you have to leave. I got that one. Then also setting the boundaries, which I still have a question on that, which is, of course, we know between work and the house. Then you talked about technology, which is true. A lot of women would wait until the rice is boiled before they will now come back to the kitchen to start making the stew or the soup. You know, all this, where there are a lot of ways you can even cook like 3 things at the same time with a timer. There's what they call a boiler. A lot of things that technology has helped to improve women so that you do not even have to spend so much time in the kitchen. I totally agree with that one. Trust me, I do. Especially for someone who does not probably like staying in the kitchen for too long. Technology is the way to go. Okay, so I'm going to ask now. You said something about when people, and when you're not there, people always help out. Now that is just for the stress. Let's talk about the emotions. Sometimes most women, I feel, are not stressed, even sometimes physically. Like you said, they feel like they're not tired, so they can go on and keep working, but they do not even know that they're emotionally stressed. Now some women actually know they're emotionally stressed, but they don't know how to go about it. So what strategy can a woman who is already emotionally stressed from juggling between her career and of course her family responsibilities, how can she be able to balance this demand, because trust me, there's a part where your work has to demand from you emotionally, because for you to have a drive and passion, it takes your emotion. And when you are home, you have to show love to your partner, to your kids, you have to be there for them. So at a point, you are not even emotionally present for yourself. You end up being emotionally stressed because nobody's attending to your emotions. Now at this point, what do you think a woman can do to be able to balance her emotional demand, at the same time be able to balance it with the home front and also her job? Is there any strategy at all that she can be able to get better at that?
All right, thank you. Okay, so you said something striking, and I want to talk about that. Sometimes we don't even know that we are emotionally down, and then we keep pushing because we are not tired. We are not physically tired. And then one of the ways to know that emotionally you are down is when you begin to yell unnecessarily. I think for women, we should pay attention to that, sincerely. Okay, so you just discover that there was a particular time in my life, my children were not even a problem, but I was seeing them as bigger problem.
A problem?
Okay, so any little thing gets on my emotions, and then I start to scream and yell, and then I want to pour my annoyance and aggression on them, and then I have to talk to myself. I have to say, okay, Mercy, you know what, you have to calm down. They are not your problem. Okay, so sometimes we don't know that emotionally we are down until we really check ourselves. So when you see yourself getting angry unnecessarily, even to things that you're not supposed to get angry to or with, then you know that you're stressed. Now, to the question, one thing you can do, I believe that we all have one hobby or the other, what you enjoy doing. See, I will always say that when you are emotionally down, what you can do is to fill your emotional tanks again. You need to fill it up again. And how do you do that? You have to look for what makes you happy. It's important that if there is no other strategy, that strategy I know, you can take, like I spoke about taking break, okay? Now we're talking about emotion. You can actually take a break to go do what you enjoy doing. No matter how busy you think you are, okay? Like I said earlier, the works are not running away. Let me make you laugh. When I got married, I love having a neat house, everywhere it's sparkling. I don't like seeing dirty clothes around. And then sometimes I'm just tired and I keep pushing. Sometimes I'm not tired. I'm not tired physically, but emotionally I'm tired. And then one day I was staring at my dirty clothes, and I knew I needed to wash, but I was tired. You know what I did? I kept those clothes somewhere where I was not going to see them. Anytime I remember that, I laugh at myself. But at that time, it was needed. It was needed. So you need to get out of your normal schedule, okay, and do something else. What do you enjoy doing? Go see a movie. You won't die. It won't stop anything, okay? Fill up your emotional tanks again, so that when you are balanced, you will be able to dispense love. The moment you are emotionally down, the first thing you see is the absence of love, even at work. There is no motivation to go to work in the morning, even if you enjoy doing that thing. There is no motivation to go to work. If it is a work where you can take a break or a leave, please apply for it. I've heard of people that will work all through the year, they won't go on leave. I don't know why. Just because they don't want somebody else to do the work, or because I don't know. I don't know, because I can't read their mind. But you need to take a break. You go on leave. Do something different from what you've always been doing. Pick up your hobby and do it again. Reading a book, going to see a movie, taking a walk. Some things, when you talk about them in Nigeria, they sound absurd. You feel like, oh, so I will just start walking, like take like a straw for what? But these things are very important so that you can fill up your emotional tanks and then you can get up on your feet again. And before you know it, you're dispensing love and you can do what you think you cannot even do. Thank you.
I love the story part where you said you see your dirty clothes and you just trust me. It's not just you. A lot of ladies are on this. I am also on that. When I'm tired, I'm stressed from work, and I feel like I'm not even working like physically, but my brain keeps working, keeps calculating stuff, and I just maybe just sight my clothes, or I just sight that my wardrobe is maybe scattered, or my bags. Trust me, I just look for something to just cover it up. Like, okay, I don't want to see this, because if I see it, I would want to do it. So yes, it's very normal to want to run away from some things that you feel like when you do it, you're killing yourself. Trust me, it's another, I agree, because it sometimes helps you. Then the day you remember to wash those clothes, you're as good as happy to even do that, because you're not exhausted and you're not tired. Okay, because of our time, the last question I will ask you is, if we want to make a change now for people who are trying to balance the home front, being a businesswoman, being a career person, if we are to tell them, you want to start this week, want to make a change and want to start now from this week, and thank God it's even a Monday, what are the few changes you would say they should start implementing this week to improve their balance? That is balancing their career with their home front. What are the few things? Maybe let's just name three, because of our time. We have about 1 minute or 2 minutes left. Just three things that you think, okay, every woman, you're juggling your career, you're juggling your home front, or you're juggling your family, you're juggling your career. These are the three things you should start implementing from today, and of course that will affect a change in balance.
Okay, so the first thing I'll say is normalize having a to-do list. It helps really. So when you wake up in the morning, what are the things that you prioritize? It's good to prioritize things. What are the things that I must do first as a matter of urgency? If I don't do this, if I delay it, it may bring up another problem. So you normalize having a to-do list. Write out what you have to do in a day. Then you can tick out the ones that are important and then trash the one that you think you can overlook. Okay, this week now, you can start delegating and outsourcing. Please, it's important. So those things that you know, you can actually ask somebody to do for you. You don't necessarily have to do them, like going to the market, like buying things from the mall. You know, it's not important. It's not important you do that yourself. You can make your list and send somebody, and learn to trust people as well. Okay, so most of the time our problem is we feel if I'm not the one doing it, then the other person is not doing it well. Learn to trust people to do things for you, and then when they do it, appreciate the way they were able to do it, and then you know that next time they do it better. So I would say make a to-do list every day when you wake up. Prioritize things to do, then delegate and outsource. Very important. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mercy Shola. That was amazing. Thank you. And trust me, even as though I can remember asked just about 3 questions, but those 3 questions are very weighty, and you were able to, delve into different responses so that we could, catch up with what we have for today. Well, thank you so much, Mercy Shola, for joining us. You gave us good points, and of course, trust me, is one of the things I will also put into practice. That is having your preference list, to-do list, which is more important. Delegate. You should trust me. Sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I do know how to delegate issues, because like I say, I cannot come and kill myself. Do you understand? I have a long life to live, so yes, I will delegate issues. And of course, yes, I learn to appreciate. I always appreciate people, no matter how little you did or you have done. I would always appreciate. So yes, thank you so much for sharing this amazing idea. We do appreciate you, and we love you from all of us at Galaxy TV. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the program.
I do. I've always been enjoying being here.
Okay, thank you very much. And that's it from Nessie Ishola. She is a family and life coach. She is the founder of Parenting Hub. She is also a consultant, a writer, a speaker, an author, and she is a woman empowerment advocate. And that's it. This is where we draw the curtain on today's program, and of course where we talked about balancing the home front with a career of being an entrepreneur or being an housewife. And of course you noted all those things down. Please put it into practice. Start your change now. Get your to-do list. Pick preferences. Which one is more important? The other ones, let it go. Trust me, if you do not do it, someone else will do it. And of course you have to delegate home choice and work to people so that it could help you. You can't do it all yourself. And when they do these things, no matter how imperfect they do them, learn to appreciate them so that next time when they do it for you, they will want to do it better. So I think this is where we ended. So